Have you ever been perplexed as to why your efforts aren't bearing fruit? The key might be found in the power of visualization. Visualizing your objectives correctly will cause a tremendous shift in your life and the world. Making you view this film is a sign that you are about to experience the most significant transformation in your life. Continue viewing after this video. Hermes Trismegistus's teachings, which date back to 3000–5000 BC, emphasize the concept of as inside, so without. Hermes is the creator of Hermetic teachings and is regarded as the threefold greatest for his mastery of the physical, mental, and spiritual domains. This knowledge informs current human development principles by stressing all space, a world that includes all conceivable reality and quantum possibility. Our current world, like a favorite television show, mirrors our ideas and feelings. By directing our thoughts and feelings in a precise way, we match ourselves with specific realities. For example, if you feel you are solely deserving of your present salary and residence, you will materialize it in your life. It's like listening into a certain radio station and attracting that version of reality. Consider the concept of doing something in the world. We use a lot of energy when we try to change our environment, yet our impact is limited to what is directly in front of us. These behaviors have quick and direct consequences. But what about the ability to influence future events or possibilities? This is when our internal activities or interactions enter the picture. Our emotions drive our behaviors, influencing not just what we do, but also how we do it. Making a movie with the purpose of positively affecting people, for example, will naturally lead to a different strategy than simply wanting to complete the assignment. Most people believe that doing the right thing leads to the desired consequences. However, this is not always the case. Without true involvement, efforts can become a struggle, resulting in limited achievement. This is where internal activity comes into play. We may bring our ideal circumstances to reality by visualizing them. The necessity of experiencing and picturing our intended results was emphasized by Neville Goddard, a key proponent of this notion. Mastering this skill of vision, coupled with 3 crucial strategies, may have a huge impact on your future and allow you to transcend the constraints of your current situation. Visualizing the desired reality begins with visualizing the desired existence. Consider the ideal situation you'd like to see play out. Most of the time, individuals are preoccupied with past errors or current issues. What distinguishes great entrepreneurs is their focus on the future, on what they want to do next. They don't concentrate on yesterday's setbacks or today's difficulties. The key to molding your reality is to recognize how swiftly the present becomes the past. Setbacks are common in both professional and personal life. However, once something has occurred, there is no purpose in worrying about it or devoting further attention to it. What matters is where you put your focus. Now, that is when the power of imagery comes into play. To properly envision, you must first comprehend 2 major concepts. The first step is to visualize your goals. Make a note of this if you're taking notes. Goal visualization is the process of seeing a future outcome that you intend to achieve. Choose a goal that you wish to attain in the coming year. Allow your imagination to go wild as you visualize this objective. Consider not only the objective, but also the steps you'll take to get there. Consider your sentiments of achievement and accomplishment. This isn't simply daydreaming, it's a tremendous motivational tool. By picturing your objective on a regular basis, you train your mind to detect and grab chances that will help you reach it. Positive reinforcement is another important factor. Surround yourself with positive affirmations and ideas about your aim. This increases your confidence in your capacity to succeed. Remember that doubt and negativity may be major roadblocks to achievement. You pave the road for your goal to become a reality by having a positive mentality. It is also critical to divide your objective into smaller, more doable activities. Big objectives might be intimidating, but when broken down into smaller stages, they become more manageable. This method not only makes the procedure less intimidating, but it also gives you with minor successes along the road to keep you motivated. Be adaptable in your approach as well. The journey to your objective may involve changes at times. Be adaptable and willing to adjust your methods as needed. This flexibility will not only make you more robust, but it will also offer up new paths to your objective that you may not have considered previously. Picturing the process visualization is the second step in picturing your dreams. Consider it focused on the trip rather than the destination. It's not about worrying about every last detail of how you'll get there. Instead, start with what you already know and take one step at a time. That is the true power of vision at work. Process visualization is more about the activity than goal visualization, which is like visualizing a picture of your life after you've accomplished your ambitions. It's about seeing yourself doing the things you need to do to get closer to your goals. Don't worry if you're not sure how to attain your next major goal. Consider one basic move you can do right now. Consider yourself successfully taking that step. Consider an artist creating a masterpiece or a mother training her kid to walk. The mother imagines her child developing new talents every day, growing in strength. Each brushstroke the artist imagines improves the artwork. They may not know the end result, but they are focused on the process, on the continuous development. This is critical because harmonizing your thoughts and feelings is essential for manifesting your desires. Every move you take puts you closer to your objective when you are optimistic and focused. Consider it a game in which each level you finish brings you closer to the final boss. In real life, every minor job you do brings you closer to your ultimate objective. It's similar to playing a video game where you have to complete minor stages before moving on to the major task. Every tiny activity is significant, and visualizing yourself doing it well might help you accomplish it better. Process visualization also aids in dealing with unexpected events and adjustments. Assume you're constructing a model airplane. Sometimes a component may not fit well, or you may lose a piece. Instead of being unhappy, you see a solution, such as utilizing a different component or adjusting the design. This is similar to dealing with problems in real life when things don't go as planned. You'll be able to solve the problem more effectively if you've already considered how to tackle challenges. So, for your next major objective, aim for something a little risky, a little out of your comfort zone. As you practice picturing both the objective and the process, you'll notice that your confidence grows and your boundaries expand. You'll be shocked at how much closer you can come to your once far-away aspirations. As you use this visualization technique, you will see improvements in your daily life. As an example, I can see you subscribing to the channel right now. Thanks. Now, let's go on. Small steps will start to fit with larger ambitions. You'll find yourself making decisions that support your quest almost instinctively. This is not magic. It is the power of a concentrated mind. You're teaching your subconscious to detect and grasp chances that correspond with your goals by envisioning not only the what, but also the how. Furthermore, this method may be used to every element of life. The approach is the same whether you're looking to improve personal connections, advance in your profession, or learn a new skill. Visualize yourself doing the required actions. Feel the feelings that come with each tiny success, and then keep pushing ahead. Remember that challenges are a normal part of every trip. Instead of being disheartened, employ vision to overcome these obstacles. Imagine yourself conquering obstacles and developing stronger as a result of your experiences. Each mental difficulty you picture and overcome prepares you for real-life scenarios. Celebrate every tiny victory along the road. Each step you envisage and then accomplish is a milestone. Recognizing your accomplishments boosts your drive and maintains your conviction in your capacity to attain your ultimate objective. This continuous cycle of imagination, action, and celebration maintains momentum, transforming what looked like a faraway fantasy into an attainable reality. Intention visualization is the third crucial component in bringing your goals to existence. A defined aim, a well-thought-out approach, and a strong commitment to both are required to actually mold your reality. Inner and outside intents are the two types of intentions. Inner intention refers to your internal resolve to act and attain a goal. Most individuals and professionals agree that this is the standard method. Work non-stop. Use social media to spread your message. Experiment with your limitations. This is ideal for individuals who need a little push to get started. Assume you're participating in a sport or game. You have a plan, right? However, things change during the game, and you must adapt. This is similar to chasing your dreams. You have a strategy, an inner goal, and a strong conviction in your ability to succeed. But occasionally, life throws a curveball, and you have to adjust your strategy. This adaptability, along with a strong confidence in your purpose, keeps you going ahead regardless of the circumstances. Consider your aim to be a treasure map. Your inner intention serves as a compass that points you in the correct way. Your outward aim propels you ahead like the wind in your sails. When the wind changes direction, you must modify your sails. This does not imply that you are off track. It just implies you're adapting in order to get to the reward faster. However, if you want to do anything spectacular, you need combine this with exterior intention. Outer intention is a strong belief that you will attain your objectives. It's like knowing how a movie will finish. You know what will happen, but you're interested to watch how the tale unfolds. This is when the power of imagery comes into play. You see not just the actions you'll take, but also how your goal will be achieved relatively simply. Furthermore, adopting this strategy changes not just your behaviors, but also your thinking. You begin to perceive obstacles as opportunities and disappointments as learning experiences. This transformation in viewpoint is critical. It's not simply about putting up the effort. It all comes down to working wisely and matching your activities with your innermost intentions. The people you meet and the experiences you obtain will also improve your journey. These are not random occurrences, but critical occasions in your development. Take note of these interactions. They frequently include great lessons and possibilities that will move you ahead. Furthermore, your confidence improves as you practice intention visualization. You'll be better equipped to take on larger difficulties, more complicated tasks, and even loftier aspirations. This enhanced confidence is a natural effect of visualizing oneself succeeding. Your plans may alter several times. What appears to be the best course of action now may change tomorrow. That's okay. The trick is to stay focused on your objective and allow your actions and intentions take you there. It's about doing your bit and then letting the universe assist you, knowing that it may have even simpler avenues for you to take. Now that you've comprehended this notion, it's time to look into another critical component that will hasten your advancement and tie everything together. The second stage is practicing visualizing your ideal self. When you begin on your personal journey, you will find yourself stuck between two versions of yourself: who you are today and who you want to be, your best self. This ideal self, or the 20th version of yourself, reflects your progress and evolution along the journey. You're not simply attaining goals when you achieve new milestones. You're also changing into a new person. This shift is a necessary element of the trip. However, we frequently wonder why the secrets to our success or failure seem so elusive. Consider this adventure to be a mountain climb. At the bottom, you may feel hesitant and afraid. However, as you progress, you learn new talents, get stronger, and gain confidence. This is similar to your quest to achieving your ideal self. Every obstacle you conquer makes you more like the person you want to be. It's not only about reaching the summit, it's also about who you become along the journey. Consider your trip to be a tale. The main character in every excellent novel goes through, evolves, and develops. This is what you do with your life. Every day is a fresh start, and every experience is an opportunity to learn and grow. You may not yet be your ideal self, but every day you write your tale, moving closer to being the persona you choose. Simply keep turning the pages and progressing with your tale. Here's something to think about as you go on your personal development path. The actual development comes from the questions you ask yourself. It's not just about finding solutions, it's about getting to the bottom of your goals and issues. These questions elicit a higher level of contemplation, leading you to define your ideal self. As you question and investigate, your concept of your ideal self will grow clearer and more accessible. This clarity is critical because it shapes your decisions and behaviors. As a result, the quality of our life is determined not by the answers we find, but by the quality of questions we dare to ask ourselves. Engaging in regular self-reflection and inquiry aids in defining this ideal self. To begin imagining your super self, consider what traits your ideal self, the 20 version of yourself, would have if you were to achieve your objective. Consider the 5 remarkable talents or superpowers that this improved version of you would have. What does this ideal version resemble? What are their distinguishing characteristics, which you may lack right now? Visualize your ideal self in great detail. Perhaps they are more self-assured, have exceptional problem-solving abilities, or have an unrivaled capacity to connect with people. Perhaps they have extraordinary time management skills, or an unlimited supply of inventiveness. It is critical to vividly picture these characteristics since they constitute the basis of the person you are attempting to become. Remember, these superpowers aren't simply a fantasy. It is about charting a clear course for your own development. Each of these envisioned skills shows areas in which you might improve. For example, if outstanding communication is one of your ideal self superpowers, begin focusing on improving your communication abilities. Consider how these superpowers would affect your everyday life. How would they alter your attitude to issues, interactions with people, or pursuit of your goals? This not only encourages you, but it also serves as a realistic plan for your personal growth path. You eventually evolve into the ideal version of yourself by matching your activities with these desirable attributes. Next, define 5 critical behaviors and consider your ideal self's everyday habits. What are the 5 most important routines or habits they adhere to on a daily basis? Then consider the fashion sense of this idealized version of yourself. What about their sense of style? How do they select their clothing? Do they favor basic, inexpensive products or high-end, fancy items? This is your time to reinvent yourself, free of what society expects or prescribes. What would you want to represent in your ideal self if you were to recreate yourself from scratch to reach your huge objective, such as earning $10,000 per month? Imagining these everyday routines and fashion choices is more than wishful thinking. It's all about creating a plan for your change. Each habit and style decision represents your ideal self's values and objectives. If your ideal self exercises every morning, it shows that you value health and discipline. If they dress formally, it shows self-respect and attention to detail. By progressively implementing these habits and style choices into your life, you begin to live as your ideal self, gradually moving you closer to your objective. This process of forming new habits and patterns may help shape not just your future, but also your identity. This is a critical consideration. The final portion will go over the practical procedures of manifesting your ideal self. But before we get started, I'd love it if you could share your current ideas and important takeaways in the comments. Your opinion is crucial in assisting us in creating better personalized content for you. So let's get directly to the end game. Embodiment. Here we combine all of the elements explored thus far to actually become the person you've imagined. This is the embodiment phase, possibly the most important stage, but it will be ineffective unless the first 2 sections have been carefully followed. Part of achieving your ideal self is how you approach tasks. Consider how your ideal self would carry out this deed. It is not just about accomplishing something, but also about the spirit and goal behind it. Would you do it half-heartedly or wholeheartedly? Consider who you are in those situations. For example, you may be working on your company, making a video, writing a blog article, or conversing with your spouse. What actions would your ideal self do in these situations? Second, we've spoken about the importance of decisions and intentions. Intention is about being firm in your decisions. Every choice we make takes us down a different road in life. Consider a fork in the road. Each round reflects a new result or reality. To stay on track, ask yourself, what would my ideal self do in this situation? On a regular basis. This assists you in making decisions that are consistent with the person you want to be. The last stage is similar to what method actors perform. They recognize that the persona they take on increasingly becomes their reality. You'll ultimately evolve into your ideal self if you regularly behave and think like it, even if it feels like you're just faking at first. It's fine to have some reservations at first. What's important is that you concentrate on the next moment and the version of yourself that you want to be. All of these initiatives need a high degree of awareness. You're not merely going through the motions, you're actively molding your behavior and mentality to reflect your ideal self. This necessitates thinking on even the most little acts and decisions to ensure they are consistent with your aims and beliefs. This transition will take time. It is a progressive process of adopting your ideal self's habits, ideas, and actions. These minor adjustments add up over time, and you begin to perceive a shift in your reality. You'll notice that you're reacting to events and obstacles in ways that your previous self would not have.